Hello and welcome everyone to the WSG 2019 Qualifier lower bracket semifinal between Fierce and Vexed. Sorry for the bit of the delay, but it looks like we're finally getting started here. And getting into it's going to be Overpass, which I believe is going to be... was Fierce's map pick? Yeah. Overpass is going to be Fierce's map pick. This is the first time I'll be casting these two teams together on WSG. I've seen different British teams fight against each other, but notably Phoenix and some other teams who tend to play against each other, but not these specific two teams. But I did look up the head-to-head before this, and it seemed like Fierce did beat Vexed a few days ago, especially on Overpass on a different tournament. So just to see how they do here in this game, completely different game, you never know. One of the maps was overtime as well, like 1917 to land. The knife round just ended now. It goes Vexed who won it. Not exactly sure. But I will be your solo caster today. No one joining me. Yeah, looks like we're going to be heading into the pistol round now. Vexed starting on the CT side with Fierce with their map pick starting on the T side at the moment. So I wasn't actually in the game. Give me 1 second. So he was heading to third person, my bad, I forgot to remove that. Looking like they're gonna be going through the composition. 3 players here getting sandwiched in right now. Messi manages to take one, gets 2. Buzzer goes down as well. Down to 2 players now. It's down to Astro and Trey. As it looks like they will be holding back, trying to take those one by one battles. Russ gets hit, looking like in the back of the head there by his teammate, but shouldn't be too big of a worry. Astro manages to pick up that bomb. 1 versus 5 is going to need an ace to be able to win this round. A lot of players low HP though. And he does take 1, but that's pretty much it. So almost a clean sweep here from Vex on the pistol round on Overpass. Let me bring up the maps for you guys here. First, as you can see, first map being Overpass versus a map pick. Second pick is going to be Dust 2, which is going to be Vex's map pick, with the decider being Mirage. We'll see if they're ahead on head-to-heads as well. Fierce beat them on Mirage and also beat them on Overpass. Oh, that was a bit of a TK there, knife right in the back of Astro. Probably not the best start from them, but they are mostly Glocks, so it shouldn't make that big of a difference. Decided exactly where they want to go and just connected it up to mid back to T spawn, and looking like they're just going to go for B push here, just leaving Astro by himself on long. Split here, no, not a split actually, they're all going towards B short. They do get 1, Dom managed to only get 1 player with his MP9, unfortunately for him. A gun that could definitely farm, 2 kills going down already. Oh, this is a bit awkward here. Would have been worse, of course, if Astro's low HP puts it to play, but doesn't seem to be that big of a difference. Gets shot in the back. 2 versus 3, 2 MP9s with no armor here on Fierce, but if they can somehow manage to flank Vexed, they could still make this work. Long range here from Russell. I think it's gonna be easy clean up here. Yep. So 2 to 0 going in so far for Vexed. Not a bad start. I mean, either team can win this really. I mean, their previous game they're down to overtime. Fierce did win that, but they seem closely matched, at least from what I can tell from the previous matches. Of course, both going into the lower bracket, so Whoever loses this will be out. As coming into the first gun round here, Fierce still having those 3 Kriegs. One of the best weapons you could use on the T side of Overpass, definitely. Especially in the long ranges. As he gets some damage in. Not too much. Astro down low again from the beginning of the round. Wonder if that was another knife right in the background. Didn't catch him getting damage out here. Looking like an eventual B push here. Coming through Monster, nice meaty grenade. They're getting them down quite low, but they're pushing through the Molotov, being taken down 2 already. Pulse managed to get 1. Ross coming in with a flank though, managed to take on Frey. Those is very low HP, gets taken down as well, and that was the bomb. So all down to Pulse 1 versus 3. The bomb down with 20 seconds remaining, looking very unlikely here for him to be able to clutch this. Very doubtful, looking like he's just gonna try to save that Krieg for the next round. Looking like it might be. There you go, coming into this. It's not gonna have that full loss bonus, only 3 rounds, so maybe a few pistols. They might force into this, considering Pulse has no money, but I don't think that will be the case. Just mostly gonna go for the Eagles. Like they were still deciding whether they want to get those the armor or not. A few players with armor, just Astro, the only player that does not have armor this round, so could be a chance here for Fierce, but highly unlikely. If they do lose this round, of course they're gonna have that full loss bonus. Astro getting a bit of smoke damage, they're down to 7 HP. That smoke bang, but not gonna go down just yet, as the rest of the players are holding quite passive with the map control on mid. Just Astro holding extremely passive there towards B, maybe holding a bit towards C spawn as he rotates back now to. Oh, decides against it as Russ does take down Pulse. So that is one. That was a gun that went down, so Lizard managed to pick that up. Looking like they might be going towards B. It's still early days, so I wouldn't worry so much about the 4-0. I mean, on Overpass is quite expected to get the first 3 rounds. Anyway, Link does get Prey pushing in. Jenko only managed to get 1 though. Dom takes the last 2 players all down to Astro. 3 HP, fully flashed. Gets taken down. So that is a lot of money saved here for Vex, not losing more than 1 person. So now it's, with that full loss bonus and saving the previous round, Fierce have more than enough money to buy out. Only Pulse, of course, because he survived one of the previous rounds without planting the bomb too. He had $450 in his back pocket, being forced on a Galil coming into this round. So second gun round actually going to Fierce. So still early days, anything can happen. They could still come back from this and bring it back if they manage to win this round. They can get at least maybe 5 to 6 rounds. They'd be pretty happy, I think, looking to Overpass. On the T side at least. Of course, T side Overpass is one of the most flexible types of maps, as you can easily fake out and switch positions. Good damage coming in through the wood panel, but not too much. Link is shrugging that one off. Looking like they're deciding now whether to be pushing B or not. They could does get spotted, but the bomb does not. The bomb's still inside connector. It's not peeked in yet, just now opening the door. So they're not aware yet where the bomb might be going, but it looks like a B push. 45 seconds remaining. So a lot of time to go in here if they decide to go for it. Looking for a boost here. Link might be able to catch one if Loze decides to move a bit back. That step, of course, making noise. You would have heard that. Frey kind of faking out here towards Gon. Manages, no, doesn't manage to actually take out Russ. Good shot there from Russ. So now down to a 4 versus 5. Looking like they're going to be pushing on to B now. 22 seconds remaining. Don't manage to take one. Gets immediate trade by Jenko. Astro gets another one. Loza gets another one as well. All down to, oh, that was quite a fast round there from Pierce. Not even needing to plant the bomb. This completely overwhelms Vexed with the game fight, with the gunfights, I should say. And 4-1 with Vexed with a few clean rounds earlier in the rounds, managing to get another buy here. So they not too worried about, of course. They do have a bit of inferior weaponry. They have that MP9 and the FAMAS. But still early days. Yeah, the next maps are going to be Dust 2 and Mirage. Dust 2 is going to be Vex's map pick. Mirage is going to be the decider. Alright, coming into the 6th round now with full guns here on Fierce. They're more than happy enough coming into this round. But if they do lose this, they lost that full loss bonus they had in the previous round. So a bit worrisome for them here. They need to win this round. Vexed, of course, if they lose this round, they're also going to be 4-star Nico. So quite an important round for both teams. Whoever loses this is going to be struck for cash coming to the next round. As Fierce Esports going for a bit of mid play here, taking control, with leaving one player making sure they're not pushed up on Monster, but Pulse might get overwhelmed here. No, that flashbang coming a bit late. Ross managed to trade him out though. So still 4 versus 4. That op still in play. By the way, I think Vex is missing a player, aren't they? I think they have stand-in. Don't they usually have was it Eccles? Quite sure they had Eccles on the team. Some of the names might have changed. Oh, Ross managed to get 2. Drenko did 1 though as well, so now down to a 1 versus 2. Astro gets taken down. Jenko all by himself with 14 seconds remaining. No real time to speak of. Needs to immediately plant this bomb. He might get overwhelmed. 6 seconds remaining. 4 seconds. He just makes it just in time here with Adam coming in from heaven. Dropping down, making noise. So now Jenko knows where he's coming from. Might just flank him from behind here, as he knows where exactly he's coming from. He does manage to get in the end. Good clutch here. 1 versus 2 here from Jenko. Winning a 3 versus 1, I think, overall. And managing to plant the bomb just in time. So 4-2 here to Fierce, forcing a Vexed on an eco. So looking like it's going to be possibly 4 versus 3. Trying to figure out who some of the players here are. I mean, who exactly is Gray and Eccles, if they're even in the game? Or are there 2 stand-ins? Speaking for Vexed, of course. It seems to me like Fierce is on their full lineup though. Okay, so Craze at work. What about Eccles? I think he's off as well. Adam taking one on the full eco. Good start so far. Frey might get overwhelmed here. No, Russ misses every bullet. Very awkward there. He almost had him dead to rights there. Frey down to 9 HP. Managed to take 2. That could have been turning on his right head. Oh, Echo's no longer part of the roster, really. He was just in it like a few days ago, I believe, when I last casted them. It was Vex's last game. It was versus LDLC a few days ago. On the 12th. Interesting. Oh, this stack they managed to take down Astro, but they're aware now where they are. So it's still 3 versus 3, but just USPs. Probably not much they're gonna be able to do here. A run boost kind of failing in the middle of the jump though, as they do manage to pick up that Kree just to try to save it for the next round. A gun they will not need to purchase. And the Krieg, of course, on the CT side of Overpass, quite strong. Quite useful, of course. One of the best weapons you could get on the CT side. So I'm guessing sorry, not Cray, Eccles was replaced with Russ officially. Or is he like a stand-in for now? Okay, he's standing. Good to know. Too bad. Took me a while to learn his name as well. Wondering if he joined one of these other lineups. That's incredible. He used to play for Fierce, so it's kind of like a grudge match between them. Oh, nice! Loza managed to pick up Link just as he's jumping up. Oh, that must be so tilting for Link. He gets taken down as another player, Jenko, managed to take down 2. Adam only gets 1 there, so 2 versus 4. Good start here for Fierce coming into this round. As it looks like they're just gonna go pick up that bomb, but are they gonna go towards B or are they going to go towards A? I mean, they are already on the A side. Just 1 player holding it, which is Mezzy. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, he down to 2 class. Really, the chat. I didn't think they had really an opportunity to go into this side, but no. Mezzy gets taken down by Frey. 1 versus 2. Dom by himself, but there's still 20 seconds left, so they manage to plant the bomb. And what does Dom decide to go with here? Like he's gonna try to go for it. He does not have a diffuse kit. Maybe he can try to find it off a body somewhere. I believe Mezzy had one as he died right in front of Bank. Unsure though. Not looking like he's gonna be saving, and he does make that step, so they're aware of his position. As they're just holding towards it, but no, he's gonna try to save this last weapon, as they are low on money. I believe this is gonna be the 4th round. Ooh, just managed to get away just in time. What's the rounds like? It's gonna be the 4th round, so they have a bit of money coming into this, but unlikely they'll try to go for the force buy. I mean, they could go for a half buy. I mean, why not? They have the full loss bonus. Just go for a bit of that armor. Try hope for the best, really. Does seem like their lineups do change, but yeah. I mean, that's kind of been a thing for. Oh, get back to that. Looking like they're gonna be pushing down B short. Almost a lineup there, getting taken down. That flash affecting them as well. Oh, what is up with the camera? As Adam Still trying to help his teammates, try to trade them out, but does not manage to do anything more than a bit of damage as he pushes back towards the B site. Looks like they might consider whether they should continue on in B. Getting a bit wary of paranoid of those pistols. Frey managed to take down Russ, so Dom and Adam, the last two people remaining. Dom still with that AK. Probably best he try to save that weapon if he can. I mean, does not look like they're going to be getting anything out of this. Adam might get overwhelmed, so just down to Dom, trying to save that weapon yet again. As it comes to our 5th round here for Fierce. Full loss bonus coming for Vexed, but worth noting that it was 4-0 in the beginning, and there were people in the chat, of course, saying that it's looking like an easy game for Vexed, but you can never count out a team from the first 4 rounds. You never know. And you can't count out Vexed already from these 4 rounds either. I mean, anything can happen. Still early days. Never know how it's gonna go on. Coming from here, still overpassing this. Can do a lot on the T side and the CT side, of course. Especially when you have those either 1-op or 2-op setup. Only really buying one for Rust though. Kind of curious why Eccles was removed from the roster or left the roster. I mean, their team wasn't out yet from the tournament, so could have kept going if they wanted to, really. As Loza does manage to take down Link as he's trying to push on the other side of Monster, but that Molotov was not really covering against that off, especially double scoped. So already a 4 versus 5. Already a 4 versus 5, as Fierce is mostly just going for a bit of B control. Mezzi manages to take note of Pulse on the other side there, giving a bit of wallbang damage. Down to 60 HP. But not looking like they're pushing just yet. Still 1 minute remaining. Of course, a bit wary of those flanks. There is one person pushed up all the way on long, but still very far away to get anything done here. Looking like they're going to be pushing on to B side. They're slowly sneaking on in. Dom. Is he going to see something after that flash? He does take one. Mezzi takes one as well, but Pulse managed to trade one. Mezzi doing so much damage. Wow, 4 kills already from Mezzi. What a round. And 5-5. Looking like it was going to be a fierce round, but Mezzi does so much work getting that 4K as they push on in. And all tied up from both of these teams. As it's turning into the 11th round now of the first half. Fierce still in a good standing now with their T rounds, of course, on Overpass. I think it was Overpass on their last game. That was on overtime, 19-17, where Fierce managed to win it. So seems like both of these teams are extremely close on Overpass. Yeah, I'm casting by myself, so I have it on GoTV. And GoTV sometimes just really heavily messes up, and I have to just try to get it back while casting at the same time. So first kill here, going to Vexed on the 11th round. As look at this very deep position there from Adam. Gets one, gets a second. Down to 2 players here. Paul's managed to take one back on the B side as his teammate kind of rushes to join him. He gets a second one as well. So B side clear. And what are they gonna do here? Pulse picking up that op. He's trying to hold that push here from CT. Still have ample opportunity. They do have those defuse kits, though Adam is quite low HP after those 2 kills. Flashbang there, no one there, but Pulse holding very close, gets taken down to a 1 versus 3 now. Frey is getting overwhelmed. Throwing a nice flashbang, but that Molotov is going to prevent him from pushing. Does get it, and just enough time here for the defuse. 6-5 here for Vexed. So, a lot of damage coming in from from Pierce, I should say. Those last 2 players. Looked like it was going to be a done round after the 2 kills from Adam earlier. But just managed to get through, and Pierce looking like they're going to be forcing this round. Astro on a Deagle. And Loza might not have much money himself, for a Mac 10 or a Deagle himself. So 2 Deagles here, 2 Kriegs and an AK. Not the best of weaponry, especially against that op coming on the other side from Russ. What's Russ been doing lately? With the ADR especially. Most of the damage coming in from Mezzi, especially from that 4K earlier. I wouldn't get too confident with the bets just yet. Don't want to jinx it for yourselves. Astro getting one on Dom, getting mini traded by there. He's getting pincered in from behind though. Managed to take one more. Jenko managed to trade it, but doesn't know about the person what he does. Mizzy goes down to 1 HP here from Jenko. A 3 versus 2. As one of the players trying to flank from behind, but Ross, of course, waiting for his teammate. They opt not the best of weapons to retake with, especially when you're dropping in from higher. Looking like those 3 players gonna be holding defensive. Adam managed to take down Jenko. Also, it does take down Adam in the end. So 1 versus 2. Russ alone here, just with that op. Is he gonna try to ninja? He's looking like he wants to, but misses that shot against Loza. A 6th round here from Fierce. And what a close game so far here for both of these teams. Just extremely back and forth. It was originally just momentum based. 4 rounds for Vexed. And immediately 5 rounds for Fierce. And then it's just been back and forth since then. So just both teams just forcing as much as they can in this game so far. The mid control here from Fierce. 2 people being sent out on long. Prey taking a bit of con control as well as no one holding close. At the moment, Loza misses his shot though. And on mid, so he manages to push back. Ross also has an op of his own as he's holding towards Monster. He does manage to get one from the B short position. Astro managed to take 1 on the truck, but Link takes back 2, so down to 2 versus 4. Another 2 versus 4 has been happening quite often. They can hear the steps here as Adam, with that shadow, managed to take down Prey. Loza, his shadow showing up first, so he tries to pre-fire it. Loza down to 71 HP. As his teammates are trying to come and help him. Link flanking from behind does take down Loza. So double op setup here coming into the 8th round. Sorry, not the 8th round, the 14th round for Vexed. And better late than never. I'm kind of interested to see how well they do this double op setup. I mean, 6 rounds is still pretty good on the T side of Fierce, but if they can at least try to get 1 more, they should be pretty happy with this half. Of course, not a lot of money coming into this round, just those Glocks with a Deagle and a CZ, so not really expecting much coming to this round. Then again, you never know. I've casted quite a few British matches at the moment where they've just been winning these eco rounds, so already Jenko taking down Russ. A bit of block damage now against Adam. Down to 48. If he had a weapon any better than that, he probably could have gotten that kill. Down to a 3 versus 4, but Loza does have that op. worth noting. I think Loza is like the dedicated opper for Fierce. I believe he was the one opping in the previous game. I think it was against Prince Adil. Was the last time I casted them. On the 11th. Jesus, sticking my head down on my notes. Looking like there's gonna be a bit of a flank there from like spotting one, so Mezzi takes the person on the A side, so down to a 2 versus 4. 22 seconds remaining. They need to start moving now if they're gonna be pushing it. But Loza, I think his shadow sticking out, gets taken down. That's one hopper down. If they decide to pick that up later, but Jenny I think is about to get flanked from Link. Does get taken down. Adam managed to save that second op as well, so still sticking with that double op setup for the last round of the half, I should say. As Fierce looking for a 7th round to finish out the map. I think they'd be pretty happy with that. 9-6, not too bad or not too shabby either. On the T side of Overpass. One of the more evenly sided maps, but a lot of people debate that it's maybe a little bit favoring the CT side. Why it's even is because of the idea that you can kind of flank and you can fake quite easily an Overpass. Especially because of that con position. They're still more CT side favored though. And Mezzi is going to start getting action here. Gets one, spots a few extra as well, so pushing back, going for his teammates to come help him. As they are pushing very fast into the side. Are they going to be aware of Russ pushing this position? Does look like he spots his leg just as the smoke blooms. Takes down Russ. Mezzi going down as well. So 3 players remaining here as Adam does take down one on Frey. Throws and nades will not do too much damage against Pulse. So after plant positions here from Fierce, ample opportunity for them to take another round. Manage to get one. Does he get the second? Does not. Link takes him down. Throws a smoke as well against or on the bomb. As a 2 versus 1. Adam quite low HP. Is he gonna take down Astro? And he does not manage to take him down to 38 HP. Just needed one shot from that Deagle. Would have been just enough, but not managing to do so. A 7th round here for Fierce. Still even Steven as far as rounds go, but definitely seeming like it's gonna favor Fierce depending on how this pistol round goes. And so far, interested to see how the match is gonna go for this end of this half. I like the festivity of Vex's logo. Not so much on Fierce, of course. Can't really have that face and then have Christmas festivities around it, can you? Check out the ADR while we're sitting here waiting. Still a lot of action coming in from Mezzi. Good ADR from him. And it looks like we'll be heading into the pistol round now. And quite an important pistol round. I mean, both teams want to kind of fade away from the other channel, enlarge that gap a bit. And pistol round's definitely one of the ways to do it. I'm not sure if either of these teams are the type to force buy as much. I mean, Phoenix, I remember they used to force buy every single round. I think every time they lost the pistol round. But these two teams, I don't remember that much. Nice shot there from Jenko. Down to 4 players already here from Vexed. It looks like they're undecided if they want to push towards B. Still leaving that bomb on T-spawn. As Adam will be picking that up as he's moving back towards B. 1 minute 26 seconds remaining. Still some time to go by here. A pop flash coming in, but look how many CT players are inside. Ray takes one, gets immediately traded out. as Loza gets shot from the back there onto barrels. Denko, what was that after that interesting shot earlier? This completely misses what looks like his entire clip against Link there. Pulse does take one, so it's down to a 1 versus 1. A dink, or a bit of damage at least there against Astro. Down to 22 HP, he knows his position. Oh, spots his head as he drops down. Both aware of each other's positions, but Astro still thinking he might be on the site. So not looking towards short at the moment. Just holding that defuse as Adam shoots him right from the back there. So around here from Vex on the T side, looking like it was gonna be Fierce's round. I mean, they had a lot of people on B there. Jenko must be shooting himself in the foot right now. I mean, he had an opportunity to get the kill on Link. He was just jumping about trying to reload, but does not manage to get him in the end. And everyone else going down quite easily there. It was Loza who was stuck on barrels, not managed to get any kills either. Looking like a 4 spy here from Fierce. 3 scouts, an AK and a CZ up against mostly submachine guns here from Vexed. Well, it helps that 2 of the players do not have armor. Oh, Frey just spots each other here, throwing that smoke now. A lot of damage coming against Mezzy, but Frey gets a nade to the face for his troubles. Where that nade go? Doesn't manage to kill off Mezzy. He does not. He's holding a bit too far away. Maybe pushing towards B here. They're still undecided when to push, but they do get a kill eventually. Jenko with that pop flash manages to hit down Dom. He has that submachine gun, does take a kill, and so many kills going the way of Fierce. All down to Mezzy, has been doing so well so far for his team, but down to 11 HP against 3 players. Those scouts can take him down as well. What can he do here? As he's holding close, he sees the shadow. A bit of damage, but gets immediately taken down by that scout that Krieg picked up here from Astro. And worst case scenario happening here for Vexed. When you win that pistol round and immediately lose the 4 spy. I mean, that makes it even worse because you're either forced on an eco or forcing yourself. And you're giving away the weapons to Fierce, who do not need to purchase weapons. Well, except for the ones who died, of course. It's always worse to lose the 4 spy than it is to lose on the pistol. Mezzy, the only person with armor, getting a lot of damage from that Molotov there. As Jenko waiting to throw that grenade. Mezzy was not holding close at the time, did not manage to take it to the face. Nice shot there from Frey as Dom. Still holding towards monsters, trying to see what he spots one at least, so he knows he's in the monster position. Astro, that Krieg does take down Link. So 4 players here. Astro takes down another. 3 players left on Vexed. On their 4 spy, keep in mind, so if they lose this, they're going to be forced on an eco. And looking like it could be at 10th round for Fierce. If they are forced on that eco. Molotov towards Astro's position, being pushed back towards Bank, but not a lot of utility really to go by here, so that's a bit of damage, but nice. A kind of flicker around there from Mezzy. Manages to get 2 kills and possibly the bomb plant, so a lot of money coming in for Mezzy. He's the only one who got a lot of money coming into this round. with that submachine gun 1.8, and with that bomb plant brings her up to 4.5, but still not a lot of money coming here from Vexed. Probably still going for that eco. Mezzi could drop a few pistols, but I would recommend he try to save that for an op next round if he can. Looking like he prefers the Deagle armor. Still keeping his ADR quite high here, Messi. Quite high here. Don't know why my mixing the words up a bit there. No one holding up against B now. Vex are bearing the mid position for this round. I'll take a bit of mid control, maybe deciding whether they should go down con or not. They're just going to be moving closer towards A short, as Astro might be able to flank them here. No one's holding on the right side of them, so he could. Oh, nice! 3 people line up there, gets taken down immediately. All down to Mezzi, who did buy that armor, managed to pick up the Krieg, and still more damage coming in from Mezzi as he is coming through that long. But where is that op gonna be holding? Not holding long just yet. Oh, Flash not doing anything. Oh, that op does manage to come into play at the end. Mezzi doesn't manage to take down Pulse, who wasn't aware of his position just yet. Gets immediately taken down at 9-10 here for Fierce. As Vexed going in for their first gun round, full gun round, ignoring the buy after the pistol round, of course. Full gun round here for Vexed with an op as well on Russ. As I believe he's the replacement for Eccles, I believe. One of the new guns on this lineup. Dom as well. How's Dom doing as well? Dom and Russ not doing the greatest so far at the moment in this match. Having a bit of a slow start. Who was the opper for Future Cookie is still in chat, but who was the opper for Vexed before the lineup change? Before Dom and Russ came in? I know Russ is currently holding the mantle of the opper at the moment. Mezzi, Dom and Russ doesn't really exactly answer my question. Loza takes down Russ, current opera at the moment, as he gets taken down. Down to 41 HP, not too worried at the moment, as they are pushing now towards A. Dom holding that flashbang now is going to bank, but pushing them back at the moment, just keeping him back with those smokes as they plant the bomb. Gonna be after plant positions here. Loza holding that angle, gets taken down by Mez. Nice, using the angle of the right shoulder there. It's a bit of that peeker's advantage coming in. Mezzio's the offer, okay. I figured Mezzio was the offer. I mean, that's what I thought I remembered at least. Alright, after plant position, Dom takes one as Mezzi gets the other one as well. So down to a 3 versus 2. One getting taken down. Astro all by himself. Need to try to save that weapon, but I don't think he will. He gets taken down by the bomb. And a 9th round. Oh, sorry, a 10th round. 10th round from Vexed. As it's all tied up yet again. Just anybody's game until now. It looked like Fierce was making a bit of a momentum shift, but looking like it's still anybody's game at the moment. It's actually not the first time Cray has not managed to show up for them. At least the first map. I think it was against LDLC. Where Cray was working as well. And then they had a different. I think he came in for the second map. From what I remember, they came into the second map and like they won with the stand-in, but as soon as Cray came back, they didn't manage to get the second map. I think they lost the game in total against LDLC. For some reason, I don't have it written down here. Usually, I'm better at taking notes, but I guess I was a bit too tired that day. I like to take notes so I know what the hell I'm talking about half the time. Makes my job easier. As it looks like it's gonna be a majority eco here from Fierce. Just that scout and a few pistols pretty much going into this round. But they have managed to make pistol rounds work. Yeah, of course, I'm not blaming Cray for the loss, obviously, but just trying to bring back a memory of what happened that game. Can't blame one player for a game. I mean, it is a team game after all. Everyone's responsible, and I think it was Inferno that they lost in the end. Oh, just pushing down B short here. They do manage to take down one, but getting overwhelmed. And it is gonna be a full eco, so with the exception of a scout and a few pistols, so should be an easy round for this one. Missing the first shot, does get the second, but that's pretty much it. 11th round for Vexed as they take the lead eventually. But full gun round coming in for Fierce Esports, so gonna be one of the eventual full gun rounds for both teams. So far it's been mostly 4 spies versus 4 spies. So interested to see how they both do on their full gun rounds now. Fierce opting for that one op setup coming into this round. A lot of teams like to go for the double ops on overrounds. Yep. I think they did play on this map a few days ago, and it was overtime 1917 at the time. To Fierce, so they were both very, very. Well, I'm kind of missing all the action here. It's looking like a clean sweep. I mean, blink and you miss it. You'd think this is an equal round, right? But no, they're getting clean swept here. Completely Fierce Esports as Vexed completely dominating this round. Looking like it's going to be a 12th round for Vexed. Jenko just with that M4. Gonna try to save it as much as he can. Yeah, I do believe they played a few days ago in a different tournament that was WESG, and Fierce won it on overpass. It was 19-17 overpass. I think they beat them on Mirage? Question mark? It goes 16-8 on Mirage. I mean, I didn't watch that tournament, of course. I was casting during the time, but I tried to do my research. I'm not just sitting here going, he gets the first one, he gets the second one. Oh, very nice! Wow, just end the game. You know, I'm just trying to get some information so we can kind of look at the bigger picture. As at the moment, they're looking almost as evenly. Oops. Bit of a Miss Molotov there. Loza, oh, what? Loza looked like he was gonna go down there, but does not manage to just take down one with that USP. Down to a 4 versus 4. I wouldn't say, well, it's always doable, but ooh, spots his head as he picks up. So Jenko gets taken down. Could have been an opportunity there, but does not manage to do so. He's taking down Spray, spotting the feet there. No, does not do too much damage. Down to a 2 versus 4. Should be a simple equal round here coming into this round. Actually, it's interesting to me to see. I believe all 10. I mean, I don't know the nationality of the stand-ins, but I'm gonna assume all 10 players are from the UK, right? I mean, I think it was Phoenix. Was it Phoenix who had like 3 players from the UK? They had like 1 Dutchman. I think it was Crucial and then Robin from Sweden. Didn't seem like much of a British match. Against the Fuse Kits, as they did have a full Dutch team there. Ooh, some good Molotovs coming in here. The guy getting blocked in that corner. Had a nice meaty grenade there that got done quite a bit of damage. At the moment they're just stuck. Vexed. I mean, Adam getting taken down. I mean, Adam takes 1 down actually. You're trying to report me. Did I do? Four to 4, looking like they're going to be pushing towards B. They have the smokes coming in now. On B, there's a few players, 3 players waiting for them actually. One very close to Pulse getting flashed out. Pulse gets taken down, and 2 players still behind those smokes. One in water, one in the short position. That smoke is going to start fading soon. A nice pop flash in, but Jenko managed to take in. There's quite a few low HP players here as Jenko gets all 3 players. 13 to 11. It looked like it might have been a 14th round there for Vex, but Fierce really wanting to take back the rounds here on their map pick, I believe. It is their map pick on Overpass. The map that they did win against them a few days ago, hoping to win another coming into this game. Just a full gun round here from Vex, but Fierce not the best of weaponry themselves. They have 2 FAMASs, of course. They at least do have that op. Nice kill there from Loza. Managed to take 1, but Link kills out his teammate, so Loza trying to hold with that op. Have the right shoulder peeking in, but Link faster on the trigger, managed to take him down. 3 versus 4. Managed to take out Jenko through the smoke and managed to trade out his teammates. So 3 versus 2. As the 2 players, are they going to split up or are they going to try to stick together? Looking like Vex will decide on going A in the end. And Pulse by himself with the FAMAS, no utility left either. That op Russ does spot him in the end. And his teammate, does he come to rotate or does he think it's a fake? Because it is Overpass after all, you can easily fake and go through con. But looking like they will be going towards the A. His teammate now eventually coming in. Pulse, he does not spot his shoulder there. Dom does take him down eventually. As Mizzy down to 15 HP, 1 versus 3. Bray by himself pushing from under. Looking like it could be a 14th round here. He does have the utility. He does have the defuse kit. Gets immediate shot down by Dom. Good shot there from Dom. 14 to 11 here from Vexed. Looking like they wanted to trade out that game. They lost a few days ago on Overpass, but also not having the greatest of days. Now still 7 kills, 47 ADR. Mezzi still doing so much work for his team though. Pushing through Khan, now Pulse. Ooh, that's a good way to start it though. Nice to get the kill against Russ with that op. I mean dropping that op. And this is an eco, keep in mind, so that 4 versus 5, good start here. Still do have quite a few players still on pistols and no armor though. One on a USP more importantly. Pulse getting quite aggressive here. Get flanked though. Adam does manage to take him out. Astro letting him pass though. Does get him down. There's no players to trade. 3 versus 4. Managing to get an AK. And where did they decide to go here? Smoking here towards the B short position. As Frey pushes on in, gets a deagle shot, managing to pick up that AK as well. 4 versus 2. Both players pushing on B now. As Jenko gets another kill with that deagle. All down to Link, gets taken down as well. A full, almost full eco here from Fierce. No armor on any one of the players. Manages to get the 12th round at 14 to 12. With Vex not too heavy on money here. Link, but not Melee, I think Mezzi is down to a Galil. Just so he can try to buy that utility. Adam not doing the same, just buying that AK. That's where they decide to go with these weapons here. 14 to 12. Plus they're still with that op. The map control coming from Vex at the moment. They're deciding on anything just yet. Pop flash towards A short. There's still one on toilets though. Which is Astro deciding to push back towards A, holding more of a passive position. Still undecided where they decide to go with here. They still have 4 players on A short with 1 person going along. I think that is Dom pushing towards long. Molotovs here onto A. Pop flash as well. Do they decide to push in here? They have 37 seconds remaining, pushing on in. Balzac managed to take down the bomb planter. His teammate going down though. Dom managed to pick one on long, so hold down to the person on A. Loza goes down as well. Pushing in behind. And his teammate getting very close. Ray gets immediately shut down there as Jenko running out of bullets. 1 versus 1. Russ managed to take him down. 15 rounds to 12. Match point or map point for Vex at the moment. As it's looking like it's a done map here for Fierce on their map pick, which is Overpass. Match paused at the moment. Probably a bit of a tactical pause here from Fierce as they decide how they want to go about this round especially. They do have 2 ops, one on Frey and Jenko probably gonna drop that to Loza. What did they decide to do here? I'd be surprised if Loza doesn't get the op. Easy for ints. Worth noting, of course, that after this map is gonna beat Dust 2, which is supposed to be Vex's map pick. So Fierce manages to lose this out. Looking like it's gonna be a big advantage coming for Vex, especially on the map pick on Dust 2. Fierce kind of dominated Vex on Mirage 16-8 previously. It was a few days ago. So Vex definitely want to finish this out on 2-0 if they kind of struggle against Fierce on that map at least. One guy with 8 kills, that's Pulse. Unfortunately not doing so well at the moment for his team. Looking like they're gonna be boosting up. Oh, run boost there. Looking like they haven't really decided yet where they want to push in here. Frey does manage to take down Russ. At least another constellation frag here, as Frey does not have armor. But of course that they do not have Loza on the op this time around. Interesting boost. Link managed to take him down. It's looking like they might be pushing towards B if they decide to, but there's still quite a few CT players in here. Kind of weird trying to do the observing myself. Boop, boop. Like they haven't decided yet if they want to be pushing in. Pushing in just yet. As Astro pushes in from the back, gets one, gets two, but Link immediately takes him down as they are going back towards A. 3 players still remaining here from Fierce, however. Pushed on just yet. Frey managed to take down one more. Adam by himself gets one. Does not get the second, however. 15-13. Here for Fierce Esports, as Vex has no money coming through this round. Looking like it's gonna be a possible 14th round here for Fierce, unless Vex manages to win it on an eco. Oh, GoTV's finally working again. For some reason the camera just stopped working for a while there. Another pause coming in. actually sure. Alright, it's a technical pause. Astro having issue with his microphone apparently. We had terrible time to actually have a technical pause. Right at the end of a map, kind of breaking that momentum. I mean, they just won that previous round, and Vex is on eco. Perfect time to just move forward, try to push for that overtime. Technical pause is because Astro's having issues with his microphone. Apparently. You're welcome. Yep, they lost the previous round, so they're stuck on an eco coming into this round. Finally going into the next round here, as it is 15 to 13 coming into this round. Vexed, of course, just losing the previous round, does not have any money coming into this. So they're just going to be on pretty much a full eco. Just a few P250s and the rest standing on Glocks. Blocks. So it looks like they will be pushing up towards mid. I need to get as much damage and possibly a bomb plant if they can get through with it. Meiji getting taken down in the beginning. All down to just the Opera here. As Frey pushing in gets one. To try and prevent that push onto the truck. Frey managed to get one more. Ooh, his teammate kind of blocking his bullets there. I don't know how he didn't headshot his teammate there. As all the players going down, does manage to get that bomb plant. That's all they could really ask for coming to this round. Getting that bomb plant, so they have a healthy amount of money coming to the last round of the half. (15-14). Vexed. 3 Kriegs, 2 AKs. Most of the players with decent utility just down to Russ. Favoring that Krieg. Not a lot of money. This is gonna be another overtime here for the teams. I mean, they did overtime on overpass a few days ago, so possible. I mean, not the flashbang he really wanted to do, but still managed to get through with it anyway. Flash here towards A short. Pushing on in now with the few of the players in the CTs on a unsure if they should be leaving B or just sticking towards A. Just leaving that player there now is there. For the most part holding towards A. 3 players on the A side right now. Loza does manage to take down Dom on the long position. Might be able. Oh, almost a lineup. Getting one more, but Link really hurt down to low now. Mezzy does take one, but getting shot right from the back. Jenko. Oh, two players already going down. 2 versus 2. 2 versus 1. Adam by himself now. That bomb being dropped by himself. Where did he decide to go? He's pushing. Getting that bomb now. He's trying to get that bomb plant, but Frey shoots him in the back. 15 to 15. Overtime on the first map, and looking very similar to their previous game, as Overpass, the map that they overtimed on a few days ago. Overtime yet again. Last time it was Fierce who managed to pick it up. So let's see if Vexed can change that. Especially considering Vexed, of course, with those stand-ins. According to someone in chat, I believe 3 stand-ins. Mezzy I've seen for a little bit of time now, at least for this tournament, so not sure how much you want to count him as a stand-in at the moment, but Dom and Russ, the current stand-ins at the moment. Cray at work, and apparently Eccles leaving the roster. It's best of 3, the overtime. Meaning they have to get up to 19 rounds. 19 rounds to win the map, and 18-18 to go to another overtime. Bit of B control coming in from Vexed, as they are throwing of their utility, pushing a bit towards B short. Pop flash coming in as Mezzy moves in closer towards B short. The halves are best of 3. You play 3 rounds. It's first to 19 on the first overtime. If it lands on 18-18, then it's back to a second overtime. Frey gets a kill here on Monster, takes down Dom. 4 versus 5 at the moment for Fierce. Good start so far. Bit of a back moment, of course. Plaza takes down Adam. 3 versus 5, 3 versus 4 now. Link does manage to take down Jenko, as Astro's still holding on the side. Oh, it just saves his team right before Link managed to take down Plaza in the back. Ross managed to take down Ray, so 2 versus 3. Ross getting taken down there by Astro, but Mezzy managed to trade it. Mezzy gets a second, down to a 1 versus 1 now. Loze. No, Mezzy just takes a step back too far there. Takes down Mezzy, and 16 to 15. Looks a lot closer there than it could have been. I mean, Fierce had, I believe, the double first entry. It was 3 versus 5. Down to a 1 versus 1. Quite close there. Mezzy is still doing so much damage for this team. I mean, this is the first time he's been under 100 ADR the entire game. Like they'll be pushing through Monster, getting 1. A very fast push here. 4 versus 4. A lot of few players actually low HP here. Loze takes down 1 through the Molotov. Does he get Adam? He does get Adam, down to 2 versus 3. And Link and Mezzy so low HP as he would need to plant this bomb. But they're trying to be careful here. Frey takes down Link as he kind of goes around that smoke. It's just down to Mezzy, doing well for his team so far, but that is all he could really do. Only getting that 1 kill, and 15 to 17. Last round of the first half. And is this gonna be another overtime lose? I mean, Let me check the history here, right? They went overtime against Vexed on Overpass a few days ago. It was 19-17. So Vexed only managed to get one round on, well, 2 rounds actually on that overtime. Let's see if history will be repeating itself as Frey does get the first kill against Adam. Oh, nice shot there through the smoke. Managed to take that pulse. So 4 versus 4 at the moment. Frey really low HP. Down to 58. Second map is Dust 2, yes. That's the Vexed map pick. The Mirage being the decider map. Link takes down Astro, now clears the A bomb side, but his team is not with him at the moment. There is a person in the middle as well. Mezzi takes down Jenko, as there is Frey with that op holding the angle. Does not get the kill though. Mezzi faster on the trigger. Down to 1 versus 3. Loze just with that op does get the kill against Mezzi though. So 2 versus 1. He is going to the right bomb side, but oh, does not get the kill against Link. So 16-17 in the first half of the overtime, as we'll be going into the second half. Decent start here from Fierce. It was 2-0 to Fierce on Overpass and Mirage. Overpass was on overtime was 19-17. How it ended. Mirage was 16-8. And both maps are gonna be in this game. Mirage, of course, gonna be the decider. Dust 2 was not played this weekend. Worth noting, of course, they still have those stand-ins. One of their players at work at the moment, so might be a bit different than how it was in the weekend. And hello, Cody, by the way. Bit of trying to get that mid control, but I'm only pushing them back as they're mostly going for the B control at the moment. Fierce Esports. They've been doing that a lot actually this game, mostly holding towards B. Very aggressive push there from Russ. Managed to take down Astro. It goes immediately back after that kill. So 4 versus 5 at the moment as Mezzi tries to do a bit of damage against Frey. Gets him down to 72. So good enough here. Mezzi takes a nade for his troubles, gets taken down to 74. Very balanced fight there. As it is still 4 versus 5. Where does Fierce decide to go here? Was the last match between them on LAN or was it online? Or in the weekend? Okay. Good to know. Ross holding on the A side takes down Pulse as they are trying to push into the site now. Jenko takes down Russ as the camera shifts away. Adam gets 1, does not get the second though. Jenko immediately trades it out. 2 versus 3. As they are pushing down to the side, Lozum trying to plant the bomb for his teammate with the after plant position. Smoking and out, trying to keep them back as much as possible. Jenko getting a bit aggressive, trying to go for the one-on-ones. And he does throw that Molotov, very good Molotov there, pushing them back. No smokes here for Vexed, as they all decide they want to go for that smoke instead, which is a good idea considering that next Molly gets pushed in. as they are pushing in together right now. There's still one on long. Lose takes down one. Jenko gets taken down though. Good position here, the op. Oh, gives away his position though. Dom holding that defuse. Is he gonna get it? He gets the defuse. Last second there. Lose only manages to shoot him on the leg. In the legs as Vexed manages to win with a defuse. We have a ninja defuse there at the end. I wouldn't say ninja, but definitely going for it as his teammate tries to cover him. Bit of a mistake there, I think, from Loze. I believe if he just peeked there without wall banging, could have actually killed that diffuser. But that's 2020 hindsight. You can never know that as a player. It's something we can see with our X-ray, of course. Oh, bit of a dink there. No damage really. Through a wall and through a door, just losing 5 HP going to that round. Rust takes down Astro, 4 versus 5 at the moment. Paul's still down on 12 HP. And looking a bit awkward here coming into this half so far for Fierce. It looks like they will be pushing towards B Molotov the Wolf Barrels. Flashbang pushing them back a bit as they're getting a bit paranoid coming in. Paul's down to 5 HP. This grenade a bit far. Not enough to kill off Paul. If he was a bit to the right, he would have done it. But look at this flank here from Adam. Spots out Paul, spots out one more as well. Takes down 2 players. Loza all by himself now as 3 players go down in the same 2 seconds there. As all by himself gets taken down by Link. 18-7. One more round remaining here. Is it going to be a double overtime? Or is Vex going to win this on the first overtime here? If they do win this, this will have been exactly reverse of their previous game. It was 19-7 to Fierce on overpass on overtime. If Vex manages to win this, it will be 19-7 in their favor. So it's worth noting. Down to Mezzi, 2 HP. Very early in the round, already down to 2 health. I guess he should be thanking his lucky stars he wasn't taken down there. So he'll use a bit of his utility before he goes down, really. As Adam gets one on connector, having an off angle, being pushed up, being boosted up onto that box there. For a bit elevation. As Rust down to 9 HP, 2 players quite low now, 4 versus 5 still. With that op, shouldn't matter to him too much. Oh. As Link takes down Pulse, Astro goes, manages to trade it in the end. Looking like they will be going towards B. That doubles, well, at least one smoke going towards CT. Interesting grenade. Jenko does not get taken down too low though. Still holding that smoke. As GoTV messing up against, and I have to control it manually. Jenko gets immediately taken down though, as they are pushing in now. As Astro gets taken down as well, all down to Loza, 1 versus 3. And what's he gonna do here? Getting smoked out, gets immediately taken down by Mezzi. 19-17. Already down to the first map. And Vexed on the map pick of Fierce manages to take it to overtime and manages to win it out and reverse the matchup that they had recently, and already